Facebook data scandal is not over. The social network has allegedly been sharing user data with 60 device makers over the past decade, according to the New York Times. But Facebook partially denied these claims. So what's the truth? The Times claims Facebook allowed companies like Apple, Samsung, Microsoft, Huawei, and BlackBerry to access the data of users' friends without their explicit consent. Some of the data they allegedly had access to included personal information such as relationship status, events they planned to attend, and religious and political beliefs. Facebook confirmed these partnerships began in 2008 to help companies build a Facebook experience for their platforms because app stores weren't a thing yet. But Facebook says the Times is wrong about user controls and all the access companies had to user data. However, the Times was able to prove their claims with the BlackBerry Z10. A New York Times reporter used the BlackBerry Hub app to retrieve detailed data on 556 of his friends. But what's more concerning is that the app was also able to access information on nearly 300,000 friends of his friends. Facebook says it's tightly controlled these APIs from the get-go, and that partners signed an agreement that prevented people's Facebook information from being used for any other purpose than to recreate a Facebook-like experience. And this seems to check with some of the tech giants. In a recent NPR interview, Tim Cook said Apple's partnership with Facebook simply allowed users to share things like photos to the platform directly from their device. So it was just a convenience feature, not a way to collect data. Microsoft echoed those claims in a statement to Now This, explaining how its partnership with Facebook allowed users to natively use the social network on Microsoft phones, but that the data was stored locally and never synced to the company's servers. BlackBerry and Huawei also say they never collected or mined the Facebook data of customers. US senators are still concerned with the revelation though, especially because Chinese manufacturer Huawei was part of the list. That company has been flagged by US intelligence in the past because the phones could be used as conduits for spying. Now, you might be wondering if this data breach is similar to that of Cambridge Analytica, but it's not, according to Facebook. Neither Facebook or any of the big-name partners have reported any misuse of this data. So what should you take away from all this? Well, first, ditch the BlackBerry. It's 2018. The brick phone is no longer a hot commodity. Also, you should know that Facebook has ended 22 of these partnerships and is working on winding down the rest, including Huawei's, which is next on the list. Most importantly though, these claims raise concern that Facebook is still not being fully transparent with their data. This also puts pressure on lawmakers to pass legislation similar to the GDPR, which forces companies in the EU to be fully transparent with user data. So until we get that same type of protection, keep your Facebook friends close, but your information closer.